Hello everyone, I'm Fornesus and hi, this is my stream. For full full transparency, I am multi-streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and I think even Trovo. But let me choose some kind of appropriate music. It is nighttime after all. So I hope anyone who joins is having a good evening or a good start to their day so far. I actually slept in pretty late. I woke up in the afternoon. Second weekend in a row where that happened to me. Ooh, what am I doing? Uh, I am actually about to start figuring out that right now. Yeah, I don't know why the chat didn't load, at least on my end. I'm gonna assume that there's just a glitch. But yeah, I am probably gonna dump some gesso on here, and the reason why is because last night while I was working on this one, there were a bunch of fruit flies that went all over this piece, and so that sort of indicates to me that I need to start like sealing these e tea spills that I place over here. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's all I need to do. But yeah, about how about yourself? I'm just gonna move my monitor and camera a bit so it's a bit more ergonomic. I have no idea who well, I don't really know who that is. Livy Loa? Huh. I mean, I guess that's interesting for some people. I I have like a whole sleep routine. I have like a whole set of like different tasks that I have to do. So like whenever I sleep, it's kind of like a doing like a quest RPG. So I don't think that would be that interesting. Yeah, I guess I can always check that out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just don't know. Hmm. I guess I can check him out. Whoever, whoever that is. That must be like on YouTube. I was trying to do. I was trying to do Twitch. Ah, okay. Well, you know what? There's an audience for basically anything imaginable. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, but for me, it is the first night of my weekend, and so I feel like I need to probably maybe focus on this. Tourette's. Okay. I mean, I'm autistic myself. But yeah, that's always interesting to find out about new streamers or like different streamers. I'm pretty sure he's not new. Oops. Maybe this one away for a little bit. I let my desk get crowded pretty easily. That's probably like an ADHD symptom. That's why I like to make art when I can. And I've been off since this morning. Well, that's a strange way to phrase being off today. But yeah, I'm off today, so I like to lately anyway, I've liked to do quite a bit of like painting and just whatever creative thing that I feel like doing. Oh yeah, and it is Disability Pride Month. Last month of course was Pride Month. Pride Month. So here's like another month basically that's either like meaningful to me or directly relates to like one of my identities. But it's kind of funny to me though, because I'm autistic, so that's like April. April is Autism Acceptance Month. That's what we call it, anyway. Not Autism Awareness, because there is a difference. The month before that is I believe that one's Mental Health Awareness Month. That's when I think that's when I started streaming again. Oh yeah, it is almost 12:30. Yeah. Oh, so you're in the U.S., Dave? Yeah. Yeah. I woke up really late, like four in the afternoon. So I have no idea what time I'm actually gonna go to sleep. It might be 8 o'clock in the morning. It might be noon, and then from there I'd have to just wake up consistently earlier and earlier or later and later. But that's I okay. Yeah, my mic does that at least once in a stream. But yeah, that's what doing this kind of stuff helps me to do. Like have something to do at night when um I know that I'll be like awake for a pretty long time. And now I can hang this thing up here so that I can try to dry off while I work on this one that I had um that I had on the screen earlier. Oh, I just spread the I just spread this stuff. Yeah, I I need a different brush. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so the reason I got this mic, even if it's not 100% reliable, is because I can actually walk around with it. Which is helpful when you do things like painting. It's battery powered though, but so I think that might be part of why it kind of like flows in and out when it comes to performance and all that. Oh, good. That might be one of those flies that like. No, wait, no, it's not. I think that was been there. I just didn't notice before. Yeah, because there were these fruit flies flying around this piece earlier. Like around 5 a.m. this morning when I was working on this. Well, I was working on the other one that I was just working on. Yeah, and this material is something called clear gesso. And I probably shouldn't have poured it on here, actually. This is probably not the material that I'm supposed to use on this. But then again, I actually do need to have two layers of something on this piece to avoid any more flies from trying to jump all over this painting. Fortunately, this brush is pretty stiff. Alright. Yeah, I actually don't know if I'm supposed to be priming oil paint with this stuff, but I guess I'm gonna find out. Yeah, as long as it protects my this piece, I think I'm okay. I should probably use my left hand for some of this. I have two hands for a reason. Well, we all do. Ooh. Okay, I need more material. Yeah, it's spreading a little bit of the tea. But I think other than that, there's not too many issues so far with doing this. But maybe that's why normally for like healing, it isn't necessarily like just that most like artists use. I think for me, normally I use something called Mod Podge, but Mod Podge does kind of like irritate my lungs a little bit. I'm pretty sure like the actual pro artists use something a little more sophisticated if they even bother to do this kind of archival stuff at all. Alright, the final portion should be this part. Oh yeah, and if anyone cares, this is actually the 10th anniversary of me coming out as a gay person. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of cool. It's not really as big a deal anymore, you know, in 2020, 2023. Is it? Yeah. It's not as big a deal now as it was back then. But in the US, it is becoming more of a big deal. Because there are quite a few ignorant people who have way too much power here. But, you know, overall, they're still the minority. Not like a minority that needs to be protected. Unlike me. But rather, you know, they're a really loud, vocal minority of people who have like a disproportionate amount of power compared to their actual numbers, or like even compared to like how much power they should have. At least that's my opinion. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot that this is a separate painting from this whole deal, which is why I had to pull it out. Because this is actually a pouch like this, like what all this stuff is on top of. It's a pouch made out of this this what's it called, bandage that I was using, because I had to use these bandages for probably like at least 2 months, because I accidentally fell right over there. Like I can literally see the spot where I fell like, I think that was around yeah, that was like a day before, or days before the new year. So I fell over there, but had to painfully walk around with that scab. Yeah. That's sort of like the event that like culminated in me starting to make this piece, because I was just like so disgruntled I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere when it comes to my art or my career or like really anything else. And on top of that, I had to I couldn't really walk because of the pain of those scars and like the scabs, like they say it turned into like a bunch of open wounds. So that's like my first brush with or second brush with um a physical disability. Uh and then it turns out that I have like I do have arthritis, but it's still kind of like indeterminate in terms of like what specific kind. Because my doctor had been saying that it was like the regular kind at surfaced early. But the problem with that theory is that the regular kind doesn't like manifest in the symptoms that I seem to have, and usually doesn't feel better when you've like exercised a lot. Because for me, oh wow, yeah, I should definitely walk a bit more. Because I've actually found out that when I walk around like more than 10,000 steps in a day, I actually like the pain. It's like almost not there. And apparently that's like a really specific form of arthritis, and it is a form of arthritis, but it's a different diagnosis than what I currently have. But apparently it takes like 5 years sometimes for people to finally get like an accurate diagnosis for it. Whoa, whoa, hi, 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 hi. Hello. What? Hello? Oh, I have no clue what just happened with my mic. Like I actually have this probably nicer mic here. I just don't like the idea of being like tied down to one spot. I walk around a lot in general. Because well, that's probably a function of my ADHD. I literally have like a video playing in the background. Sometimes I pay attention to whatever I'm watching on there. Other times I just need it there. I just need something playing. Because I just do. I need like multiple stimuli. Otherwise I either get too sleepy or sometimes I can get sleepy. Other times I can just like get too distracted. Just when I have like no external stimuli, let me put that down. Yeah, when I don't have that external stimuli, I generate like internal stimuli, which can be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, you see that noise? That's the video. A video that's playing. That seems fun. Um, Drinking on camera. I guess I might as well. I might as well subscribe. Oh yeah, and if anyone's watching, and you're interested, please subscribe or follow, depending on which platform you're on and watching this stream. Thank you. It would be nice. It would be nice if thing that actually worked. Yeah, sometimes I imagine what it would be like if I actually like pursued art full time and it became like my full time job or full time like career. I have no idea what that would even look like though. I honestly don't, because I feel like there'd be a bunch of different challenges that I would have to overcome, and probably like way more challenges than I had to overcome just to have the career that I actually do have. Okay, let me put this away now. I think it's like on its way to being properly sealed. Oh, you know, I can put that away, this one away here. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to dream and escape and kind of like think of an alternative life for yourself. You know, what if you had made like different decisions in life? For me, it's like, what if I were braver? What if I were braver and more willing to open up about my artwork? But you know, thankfully I do have a therapist who's like really open and willing to help me with even that kind of stuff. Okay, so I just realized that one of my other art pieces actually needs some work done on it, and so I'm getting that one. Yeah, so it's this piece right here. I'm gonna take it out of the frame. Oh wow. I have like no space left because I keep working on like different art pieces and yeah. Okay, so I'm splitting this piece up into two. This is one of these. I don't know. I have like weird art ideas lately. Maybe not even lately, actually, because for this, the piece associated with this one, actually came up with it like a few months ago. Like I was in this weird depressive spout back in January and like December last year. And so I started to like make strange looking kind of artwork. And yeah, it's like culminated into all of this different stuff. Don't quite know how to describe it. Yeah, all I know is I will probably need to like not brush my teeth. I feel like I will need to like eventually take my nasal spray medication. And I don't know, maybe try the nap. That's probably gonna be like along the lines of what time? Probably 2 a.m. My time. Right now it is 11:54 at night. It's still Friday here. Again, I was definitely supposed to not use the clear gesso. Or maybe I am, because yeah, actually I do think I wanna draw on it, on this one in particular. Probably on this one, I think I'm done with drawing. I finished it like last month. The drawing itself, anyway. But clearly it's a part of a greater work, a greater piece. And so it kind of like needs to match in a way. And that will not happen if I don't prime it first. Probably. Alright, so that part is done. And let me. What do I want to do? I'm gonna put this one temporarily away. Yeah, I felt like the bad part about like me trying so hard to make art and like be an artist and all of that is, the fact that even my artist friend said that most likely if I get any notoriety, like museum gallery level notoriety, it's gonna be after I die. So and like I'm fully aware of that reality. I really am. So like I'm one of those artists that aren't really trying to build like, well, I am trying to build like a business, but at the same time this time right now I'm trying to be I don't know, I'm just doing my best to develop like a process and yeah, because as a disabled person and an autistic person, like honestly like they're just like almost zero spaces that are available and accessible to me, especially as an artist, and so it is difficult to get like real like connections, not just with art, but when it comes to like friendships, relationships, anything relational like that. It's just like huge struggle for me. So like I almost distract myself with like, if it's not making art, it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be like a different hobby. Well, this is more of a passion than a hobby. But yeah, it's gonna be something different. So for now, I don't really mind like making art and whatever this is called. And yeah, because oh wow. Yeah, because I am about to apply white gesso. I can actually keep using this same brush, this gesso, and both of them are gesso. And yeah, the white one isn't gonna having like some of the clear gesso isn't gonna do anything. Or at least it's not gonna do too much damage if it does. But I do want to use the white gesso because I want to paint this. I want this to sort of be like almost like a color field painting, or at least have that look. but in my own way, because this is literally a paper towel that I gessoed, like try to make art with. And yeah, this portion in the middle, it's actually the napkin that I used to make like this like oil drawing. I call it oil drawing because I use like oil sticks to make the drawing. Yeah, so I try not to waste like too many of my materials. First off, because like sometimes the material comes out looking pretty interesting, and other times I just don't feel like starting from a blank canvas, and so I'm totally okay with um starting off from something that would otherwise be scrapped. Which is the case for these paper towels, because I use them to simply like I put like artwork on top of it, of the one that's like black now. I just put artwork on top of it so that the artwork didn't damage the table that I set like this tray on top of. Yeah. All right. Let me put my mic down, set it down for a second. Or you know what? If I have to restart this mic, I will. But yeah, otherwise I'm gonna wash off this brush. Be right back. Testing. Testing. Alright, it works. Yeah, I had to blow my nose a little bit. I think there's like Saharan dust right now. At least I remember that it was in the forecast. So like allergies are just off the charts. This I have like a terrible dust allergy. I have terrible allergies to so many different things. And on top of that, I live in Houston, which is the city in the US with the highest allergies on average. And apparently this is also the most workaholic city in the country. So like growing up here is like a huge mistake. Probably. Yeah, that's probably why I'm okay with like making artwork at 12 a.m. because it's like everyone else is probably doing some side job right now. Yeah, it's kind of sad to think about it. Okay, like this is my clean brush. I'm gonna put like, what am I gonna put away? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this away as well as this other one that's like currently on top that I'm tempted to work on for a little bit. Because I'm planning to draw on this again, so I need it to be like flat as possible. Who's messaging me? That was an ad. Good. Yeah, this is like literally the wrong timing. Yeah, I'm planning like stream for like I have no idea how long. It's gonna be like relatively long. At least by my standards. I normally keep my streams like 2 hours or later. I might go for 3. Just so that at 2 a.m. when I won't like necessarily go for 3, but like I don't know, at 3 by like 2 or 3 a.m. I wanna be sleepy enough to take a nap. And that can only happen if I tire myself out. Yeah, the allergies are bad right now. Oh wait, yeah. I can't gesso this. I mean, I can't apply the sealant on this yet. Or on this other one. Yet. Yeah, I have to get them all to dry first. Oh wait, this one's dry. Okay, that might be okay. Yeah, that one is not dry yet. But to be fair, I put a lot. This one is pretty dry now. Get more attention. Oh, why am I getting notifications on my apps again? Ah. Yeah, I'm getting like some magic recommendations from a friend. I guess I could call him a friend. He hasn't like stopped texting me for like years, unlike some of the people who I used to call my friend. Okay. Yeah, let me ADHD. I forgot. Once I get a hold of my phone, sometimes it's just like game over. Like I'm like distracted for the rest of like the night or whatever. Yeah, and this is you know what, let me turn on. Oh wow. I got really distracted. Yeah, this is not the piece that I was supposed to apply this stuff to. There's actually this one I put away a few minutes ago. But now I want to apply it to this as well, so. Okay, I guess let me get this one to a place where it can dry off safely and securely. These allergies are no joke. Yeah, and I turn on my fan because I kind of have to. Just when I apply this stuff, my allergies just get terrifying. Which means it only gets worse from here. I should probably start wearing a mask when I use this stuff. Like I have so many different masks because of COVID. I bought like every type of mask under the sun. Alright. Oh yeah, this isn't as viscous. It's a lot more liquid, and so it's probably gonna be a challenge to get this done with in like one go. I really personally have like no idea who watches streams at like, I guess like midnight or 1 in the morning. However, like the Twitch viewers, let me switch the category. I think I'm gonna try like the crafting category, but I forgot what it was called. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go to like just chatting. Okay, no, I found it. So yeah, I just applied Mod Podge to this painting. Hopefully, the painting will glow. This part is oil paint. This part is tea. This is tea. Literally like spilled tea like this, as in like tea bags like this, all over the place. Let it settle, and that was my medium. On top of the, well, yeah, it was on top of the oil paint. And then here's like some accidental gesso that I put. It actually gives it character. Alright. Okay, my asthma isn't as triggered as it normally is, so I think using the fan works pretty well. It's actually helping me breathe. Huh. I don't know. I read somewhere that using a fan and having allergies is usually bad combo. But I guess this is like a situation where, here's a toxin, a toxic substance in terms of like my breathing and asthma and all of that. And so I think maybe that's why it's not harmful to me right now. Alright. Trip to the trash can. Trip to the trash can. And now I can apply the... Why did I talk like that? Apply the Mod Podge. How can we defend conceptual arts? Oh wow, somebody made a whole art channel just for the pandemic. Funny. I'm definitely turning on closed captions. That's what I do in all my videos. I make sure there's like an associated closed caption. For accessibility purposes, and at the same time, like, even people who can hear, most of the time, like, they watch videos. Apparently, a lot of them watch videos while their phone is on silent or something like that. That's like why I started to do captions. That's why I use like the program that I do use. Because it automates the captioning process. Like auto caption just takes like 2 seconds. Correcting it takes maybe a few minutes actually. If I want to really get it right. Yeah, I just found out that the name of that banana that was duct taped is actually called what's it called? Yeah. It's called something like really ridiculous. Not Frankenstein. I don't even know what that toilet by Duchamp is called either, so I'm like terrible with names, anything regarding names. It's like you give me a date and like what happened, I could probably do that. I could probably remember that long term. But like just the name without any like dates or other context, probably not. It's really strange. Just like I used to be like this history nerd when I was like a kid. I would buy like these books on the American Revolution, not knowing a single thing about like Philippine history and like how the American Revolution was. Yeah. It really isn't, I guess, something that I should have glorified to the degree that I did. But then again, I was like 9 years old at that point, and so like anything historical was interesting to me, but like I feel like I seem to have lost like some of that context, and I've like strayed towards, I don't know, just wanting to deal with material realities and all of that kind of stuff. Like today I care more about like what exists. I do care about historical context, but only to the point of like understanding why things are the way that they are. I mean, again, that is like one of those things that are like outside of my job. Because in my day job, it's IT analyzing stuff. But the things I'm like the most interested in are like history or art. Like those are like the few things that I'm probably like the most interested in, if you don't count like meteorology, because I really did want to be a meteorologist. I just thought, I'm not good at physics, I'm not good at math, and so maybe I guess that's not like, that's like a dream that I didn't feel like I could realize anymore. Even with art, it can be questionable. Like, if I'm good at it, because like I use like these materials that probably aren't supposed to be used together, which is why I have like a bit of a mess going on here. Stuff spreads all over the place, but I think it's okay for the most part. And by art, I do include crafting and making, like the whole creator, like as in not like content creator, but like baking and crafting and all that. I include that as part of art. It's probably not supposed to be, at least by like the really snooty art professors, but for me, it's definitely art. That's like just the way that I see it, and maybe it's because I personally think that, you know, hey, I want people to see what I do as crafting, as well as, you know, requiring that degree of skill that you need to have to craft successfully. And I mean, it's definitely crafting techniques that I use in like pieces like this, for instance. So to me, it's like, why can't crafting be art, and why can't be crafting? That's also like one of the things that I saw in my you know, when I was looking up like the different categories in the county fair, that I plan to enter some of these pieces to like, basically they have a separate category for crafting, and you know, craft even includes sculpture, so that's really weird to me. So they have like a separate category for all of that stuff, and then they have, you know, art, the art category, and for some reason, you know, they have like different standards for each. For instance, if you wanna have like, if you wanna enter your stuff in the crafting category, you can only enter like 5 objects, whereas in the art category, you can enter like 10, 10 different objects, I think, art objects. So for me, I'm like, okay, how can I kind of like try to circumvent that? And this is what I came up with. And like eventually I'm probably gonna have to like glue a few things on top of each other. So like I'm probably gonna, like using the Mod Podge, I'm probably gonna do this on top of, you know, that other piece that I was working on. I have no idea if any of it is even enterable. All I know is that when I am following what my therapist, you know, suggested to me, she basically told me that, you know, art is supposed to be something, you know, so subjective that you should definitely be trying to make art that's unique to you and your experiences. And I agree. I agree absolutely. 100%. It's like artists in craft, these are like something really special to me. Like I make these out of the heart. Like in terms of technique and all that, I may not necessarily be the best. I feel like I'm definitely really creative, and that's really what to me counts the most. Because art is about expression, and so is craft. And that's why I think that art is craft, and the other way around. Alright, finally, with this Mod Podge stuff. Mm. Ah! Let me fix this camera, please. Because I've been streaming like here the whole time. Because I think this is why I have bad posture. That's why I have like spinal arthritis. I wouldn't. That's probably not as funny as I thought. This is it's pretty sad, actually. One, two, three, 4 a.m. Yeah, usually like at 11 and 1, 2, 3, 4, a.m. and p.m. If I'm awake, I will make a wish at like 11, and I'll make a hope for 1, 2, 3, 4, 12:34. It's one of those things that I just do like habitually. I don't know why, but I do. Because I'm not even that like spiritual of a person. I try to be. It's really hard. It's really hard. Because I like naturally have a skeptical mindset. And so like anything involving like rituals is kind of difficult for me. Unless it's like a ritual that I feel like is necessary to appease my OCD and ADHD and CPTSD and like being autistic. Just if it contributes to my mental wellness and overall feeling of safety and security, I'll do it. But otherwise, I'm a lot like more analytical. And it's like, yeah, and I think the reason why they call PTSD, apparently it's called like, it's considered to be a form of like detachment or like dissociative. It's technically like this dissociative condition. And that's mainly because I guess like dissociation and detachment, those are just like really common. And that's also why I often have like friendships and acquaintanceships that kind of end abruptly. Because sometimes I kind of lose the ability to have the patience necessary um for maintaining those relationships and whatever. I should probably do just chatting at this point. But before I do that, I am going to put Mod Podge all over this tea bag and then wash my hands. And the fact that this is nowhere near the strangest thing that I've gessoed or mod podged. It would probably be worrying to some people if they cared. Because I basically do this to everything. I put mod podge all over my material. If they aren't something that I feel like I can work on any further, I apply mod podge. Sometimes I'll actually put ink or something else of that nature on top of mod podge and then mod podge all over again. Same with gesso. But with gesso, it is intentional. With mod podge, it normally isn't intentional, but it is possible to rework a piece that I've applied this kind of gross stuff on to. Because this stuff really is kind of gross. Even though I'll admit it. This is actually kind of similar in terms of purpose to gesso, but the difference is that this is meant to be more like glue or well, this is the crafting channel for Twitch people. I guess this is for YouTube people if there are YouTube people watching. But yeah, Mod Podge is meant to either be glue or to be a finish. And for me, I'm finished with this. I'm absolutely finished with this. It's the other component that I'm not quite done with yet. So I applied the gesso on it. Through gesso, but gesso nonetheless. That's kind of how I make that determination. Because it's a lot harder to reapply any kind of media on Mod Podge than it is to gesso. But I think overall this looks good. And okay. Yeah, I just heard the mosquito spraying truck. We are in Houston, and so yeah. It's summer. It's we have a temporary period of time where we're not in 100-degree weather or almost 40-degree Celsius, but next week, the entire week is gonna be like almost 40 degrees Celsius, or 100 degrees, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, the nights are like really hot here, hot and humid. Let me wash my hands. Oh. Yeah, I should mute my mic.
To find all by design, feeling all this power, reckless and devour, travel in the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more.
Alright, my hands are clean. Let me, on Twitch, well, you know what? I think before I do any of that, I'm gonna apply my saline rinse for my nose. But you know what? Why not show some of this? Yeah, this is my saline rinse. If you have allergies, I highly recommend it because this is technically not medicine. However, it does help a lot with congestion because it's literally salt water that's formulated to clear up your nasal congestion. Actually, let me switch to just chatting on Twitch because why would anyone on the Makers channel category want to see that? Alright, yeah. So if you are just tuning in and you are in the just chatting category, first off, thanks for like watching my stream of all the streams that you could watch. Secondly, I've been making art the whole night for the past well, not the whole night, only for the past hour and a half, and I'm about to use this on my nose. So you know the way you use this is just you just spray this, spray in each nostril. And the good thing about this is that you can spray it spray as much as you want, basically. And it's like also in this convenient container to carry. Only issue is that, like, of course, for a few minutes or however long you want to let it sit inside your nostrils and like your sinus cavities, for that amount of time, you have to basically feel like you have a cold, like some kind of sinus issue. However, you know, if you're like me and you are congested all the time, yeah, I use this. I actually use this and like 2 other nasal sprays. This one is just like, this is like the cheapest solution actually out of the 3 that I use. This one is just like, I mean, this is like one of the brands that I guess you can use. Simply Saline. There's also like Meal Med. Yeah, I bet you didn't sign up to watch me like talk about my nasal care routine. As somebody who has struggled with allergies and chronic sinusitis for a large part of my life at this point, basically every day since like 2018, I have had some kind of sinus issue. You know, some days are better than others though. But yeah, I have to keep a lot of like sinus hygiene for that reason. I'm about to blow my nose, turning off the mic. Okay, that's done. Hope there isn't like some person downstairs or like an entity that I angered with my sinus issues. Yeah, I can hear the sound downstairs. So this is another one that I use by a brand name. I think the way that you say it is clear. You know, I'm always tempted to say X clear, but it's clear. Ooh. Oh, I think that sounds my ceiling fan. Yeah, the ceiling fans in this house, they like shake every time they're on. So I'm like perpetually scared of like the fan just like randomly falling on top of me while I use it. But yeah, anyway, while the fan turns off, because I don't know, because I don't want to. Today's not the day for me to have like a fan accident happen on top of me. So I got a lot of things to do next week. So I'm not letting it happen. But yeah, this is the rescue spray. I love this because when I have bad allergies, I can just use it. But yeah, just like with the other one, just spray inside. Don't put it in your eye; it'll burn. Because this actually has like essential oils in it, so you don't want it anywhere near your eye. Oof. It feels good every time I do this. So yeah, I just basically after you do any of these sprays, you want to like wipe the nozzle. Let me wipe the other one. I think I got spooked and forgot to wipe. Wiping is important because if you don't Hi. Yeah, so I was about to say, if you don't wipe, you could risk a sinus infection. Yeah, it's basically kind of like, that's basically, I guess you can call that like, you know, like how brushing your teeth, that's oral hygiene. You can kind of call this, or consider it to be nasal hygiene, in a sense. Let me blow my nose. Yeah, so like the thing that's annoying, though, is, you know, it kind of like smears off my lipstick a little bit. Other than that, I like being able to breathe. I have no clue why, but like when oh yeah, because of this mic. This mic is just like really hypersensitive, and so like whenever I walk, and I'm streaming at the same time, I can hear like my footsteps. But yeah, I moved this stream on Twitch to just chatting If you're on YouTube, it doesn't really matter as much. Like I don't think the categories necessarily matter on YouTube, but I do have it in, yeah, because I have in the people and blogs channel on YouTube. I don't know why I keep calling it channel. Category. That's what these things are called. And yeah, this video that I've had like playing in the background, it's about conceptual art. Because for me, I'm trying to understand like different types of art, different forms of art. I don't necessarily think I have like a good understanding yet. But I want to get to that point because I'm like the opposite of a snob when it comes to like basically anything. But especially when it comes to art, I don't know, cause like I feel like if you're trying to be purposely exclusionary when it comes to art or like any other field or hobby, like all you're doing is, I don't know, creating a toxic type of community atmosphere, and at the same time you're kind of making this skill or craft inaccessible to someone else on purpose for no other reason than your ego. So that's the thing for me. And then at the same time it's like, I am autistic. I'm autistic and I have ADHD. I have multiple disabilities, both like in those terms and physical disabilities. Otherwise, I wouldn't have like such a rich nasal care routine. I'm also Filipino, so that gives me a different experience from like most people in the world in general. And I'm non-binary. I'm bakla. Queer and gay and all that. In fact, yesterday when I started my stream, like over an hour ago, almost 2 hours ago. That was actually my 10th anniversary of coming out as a gay person and an autistic person. Because I have no idea why, but when I came out, I was like, I'm gay and autistic. Deal with it. And yeah, I did that on Facebook. It's kind of funny. Like, that's why I chose to do on Facebook. Then I was like, oh wait, why are there all these likes? Because at the time they didn't have reactions. That was 10 years ago. I'm actually surprised that Facebook is still around to this day. But yeah, that was like 10 years ago. So like a lot of the features that we have now and take for granted now didn't exist back then. Yeah, that's kind of like the funny thing too. Like I think I was like an early adopter of Facebook actually. Yeah, like 2009. Oh wait, no, I wasn't really an early adopter because I actually got Facebook because I was like, okay, there are these I had to switch schools because I was gonna be in high school and my parents couldn't afford doing private school anymore because we lost our business during the recession. So I was just like, okay, let me make a Facebook account so that I can still keep my friends around, because that was like, for some reason middle school was the first time when I had friends, but then I lost like a bunch of them because I came out as being gay. Because, newsflash, a lot of Christians are, yeah, maybe don't say that on stream. And I mean, that's not really what I think of Christians as a whole, but there are a lot who use their religion and faith, unfortunately, to oppress people, to oppress other people, even fellow Christians, though, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, there's that whole experience, and like I'm almost perpetually tempted to cut off contact with like every single person from there, if it weren't for the fact that like some of them actually ended up supporting me as who I am. So I just I don't make those like broad judgments anymore. Like if I see that they were like they're now like this whole homophobic pastor, I'm like, okay, bye. But otherwise, yeah, I guess I let people be people. Although I keep my guard up, like I have to with everyone else. Me knowing you since like the sixth grade doesn't really help me in terms of being able to trust the person. There are people who I've known for like years, and suddenly they want to cut contact, or I feel like I have to cut contact, just because the situation either felt too toxic to be like with them, or we just like drifted apart. So yeah. Also, let me like work on getting like as good a view as possible for my artwork. Okay, that's too bright. Yeah, because right now I'm literally waiting for this to dry. It may take a while. I'm gonna be honest with myself. This might take a while. That's why I wanted to turn the fan on, but the fan was making really suspicious noises, and I don't want my head cut off, especially like on stream. Like this is why people need to know that I'm Filipino, I'm Asian. Because apparently that's like a really common lore in Asian households. Like, oh, don't turn on the fan or don't leave it on while you're sleeping because it might cut your head off or like severely injure you. And yeah. This is a kind of interesting video to watch. Basically, they have like a really fair and balanced overall point of view when it comes to conceptual art. Because for me, I personally like envy being able to have like the audacity to call a banana taped with duct tape on a wall, the comedian. Like, that takes a lot of guts. That's like a lot of audacity that you have to have had in order to be able to do something like that. And and like know that you're going to end up creating like this whole global conversation. It's like, even to this day and like throughout the pandemic, like people were talking about that banana duct tape to a wall. Of course, though, most people were talking about that piece and you know calling like conceptual art in general bullshit. But for me, it achieved its purpose. And I think like one of my I think a lot of these pieces that I'm making right now are kind of conceptual in nature. Like every art piece has a visual component as well as a conceptual component. Like that's just the reality of making art. Because if you're not like making art with a purpose, it's kind of like, what are you doing it for? Like to get likes on Facebook. I'm giving out my age. Yeah, like likes on social media in general. Like like on Instagram or TikTok or I guess Thread. This week. Yeah. That's kind of the I guess that's kind of the thing, like that's why I don't criticize conceptual art or like other types of art. Just because I feel like gatekeepers in like everything, they're assholes in general. As for me, somebody who's like to whom like one criticism can matter. I literally quit like a few of my hobbies just because people were just like they should like discuss that what I did, or just like because of who I am, having the audacity to do something that to them is a passion or a hobby. So I kind of have that whole problem of like insecurity that I'm trying to work through, and overall I'm doing my best to just like it's like a mindset that I'm trying to undo and unlearn. Yeah. And yeah, I know. I'm on my phone again. Well, actually, you can't see that. I give myself away. Yeah, this is just one of those nights for me. I'm like part disgruntled, part way too awake to fall asleep. So I'm trying to do stuff to make me sleepy enough to take a nap. Because like the my favorite thing to do in the world is um pick up my dog from her from her couch because she gets the entire living room couch. A few weeks ago when my nephews were staying here for like a few days, she was like so upset because you know that's the big couch, and so they wanted to sit there the whole day. And she was like, she was like really upset and like I guess like telling my mom and I that you know to get them off, which is funny because she grew up with them. She was literally 2 years old when um my oldest nephew was born, and so like they grew up with her. She grew up with them, but yeah, I think like yeah, I think for her it's like I want my space now. The exception is like with me and sleeping. Like if I fall asleep without her, without bringing her upstairs, she gets upset. Like if it's like 9 or 10 a.m., she knows that it is, and then she I don't know, she just looks at me and scoffs and just in general gets upset with me. Which I think is like funny and really cute. Especially since like she thinks she's a wolf. She thinks that she's like even a husky or a way bigger dog than she actually is. So I do find that funny. Hey, I'm like taking a whole break. Partly because if I see someone in the chat chatting with me, I will chat. I will chat with you. And I will probably be like trying to work on this on all of this stuff that I have here on my desk. But otherwise yeah, I I can get distracted. Yeah. Function of my ADHD and all of that. What the? Oh my god. Did I know I deleted this. All right. let me uh let me play a different category of music. No, not that. What is this music? Okay. Yeah, it's the music category that I chose and did. I just realized like I'm on all these social media profiles trying to promote my artwork. Oh, this is funny. They just said that they're yeah, because there will be one day, maybe, possibly, when the internet could, oh my god, um, when the internet could just disappear. I kind of like to think about that day, kind of. Of course, it's not like I'd be streaming anymore or doing any of that stuff, but like I don't know. It's weird. Like at the same time that the internet not existing could be kind of a good thing. To me, I think it could also be a bad thing, especially for me, because I don't talk to anyone without the internet. I have no idea who to meet without the internet. You know, it's a necessary evil now. It's like one of those utilities that is simultaneously essential and not. So yeah. And yeah, like one of the things that like this whole threads thing just came out. Seems like a lot of people are on there randomly, and yeah, I mean the thing is that like people are treating threads the same way that they're treating like Twitter or Instagram. Like they're doing the same old shit, really. They're being exclusionary when it comes to like art, for instance, or they're like, they're like they're rewarding cloud chasing again, and it's yeah, it's like it was. I guess for me, it was like nice to interact with people, especially since like a lot of the people who ended up following me, or people who also follow me on Instagram. But at the same time, it's like, how long before it becomes as terrifying as, the other platforms. Yeah, I feel like it's not gonna take that much longer than it already has. Damn, what the? Oh wow. Okay, I thought okay, I thought this was not about content. Oh my god. Why am I seeing a random um okay, I saw a hole. I saw a hole on um threads. They're probably gonna do something about that, honestly, but yeah, I don't approve. Only because of the nature. Yeah, what I'm wondering though is how like these notifications started to get turned on. Like my notifications are on for some reason for like some social media, but whatever. Come on. Please be dry. It's not dry. Not dry yet. Yeah, that's not dry. I hope this is at least dry. No. I'm waiting for this to dry. I'm waiting for my paint to dry. Okay, so this is dry enough. It's dry enough to where I can put this stuff on together. And yeah, to be honest, if I did hang this up, if I hung this up, this painting that I inserted probably wouldn't fall. So like, other than having to glue this on top of, on top of this frame, it's probably like really hangable, or it's at least complete. Alright, so I told myself that I guess I want to get off around like 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30. No, 2 o'clock. Oh wow! I think I have a package outside that we never picked up. That'd be weird if I do. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do now is screw in some of this stuff. Yeah, and I completely forgot that I need to do the back for like basically every single piece that I've worked on when it comes to like gesso or Mod Podge. So I'm probably gonna end up oh wait, no. Let me see. Okay, this is. Oh, it's so dry that it wanted. Oh my gosh. Wants to attach to my paper towel. I beg you, no. Don't attach to my paper towel. Yeah, so actually I think I'm gonna do some pen work. Um as if I will be 100% honest, it does kind of like I do hate this whole process of doing things together. Like I only do it as a very last resort. And by last resort I mean like I'm kind of like too cheap to buy like a frame that's already ready for like a painting to. Also, I can't actually find those, at least not like Amazon. But yeah, I think okay, this one is completely dry. Okay, that's good. That was a lie. That was a giant lie. I hate this. Okay, let me risk like everything to get this dry in the next few minutes. Since it is dry, other than that, like this one spot over here where it's still kind of wet. Ugh. Wait a minute. Oh, I got an extra follower on my other YouTube channel. Or subscriber. I'm sorry, I for some reason I can't keep up with like where which platforms um allow you to follow, which ones allow you to subscribe, which ones have both. Because I know Twitch has followers and subscribers. And basically, you know, the subscribers are the people who pay for you. I do not think that I have to worry about monetization anytime soon. I also know that like if I did end up monetizing, then I can't do like streams. I can't do multi streams basically. That would be a bummer. I think anyway. I also don't know like what monetizing on YouTube would be like. But I know I don't have to worry about that either. Even though I have like yeah. I'm like my only I think I'm my only viewer. Yeah, I'm my only viewer. Unless there's like somebody else viewing. I don't know. I'm just like really bored. And yeah, I mean, I think on Twitch streams, like, it's probably like not a. It's probably like the worst time of the day or night to the stream, but I think it's pretty clear that I'm not exactly trying to play like the social media game and prioritize that in terms of like content creation. Uh, that fan is suspicious again. I have like one viewer, and I think that's me. I think that's me. So let me change my category. And by one viewer, I mean that on Twitch. That's definitely me because I think they count the streamer as a viewer. Yeah. So what am I gonna do? Well, I mean, the good news is that I think I am bored enough to go to sleep soon, because that is my whole plan for why I stream tonight, so that I can get sleepy enough to just grab my dog and go to bed for a few hours. Oh yes. Okay. Completely dry. Completely dry. Perfect. The fan looks suspicious. So if you're lost, I'm creating art, and my fan is like shaking. It's like wobbling a lot. I think it's normal, but it's also not. Like, it's normal behavior for it being a fan in my house, but it's not normal. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna draw. Probably for the rest of the stream, I'm gonna draw on this pea-soaked paper. When I decide on which pen to use. Is some pens do not behave correctly on this clear gesso material. Oh yeah, and by the way, if I just like run away all of a sudden, it's because the fan sounds like it's gonna come down. I really hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, this is not working. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, because this material for some reason is just like notoriously difficult to work with like a Sakura pen. So I might just like avoid using that. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's not the weirdest thing that's happened to me tonight. Because earlier I was getting like random texts because I made the mistake of going on a dating app while I was streaming. I don't know why. But yeah, it happened a few minutes ago, and all I did was ignore a person that was like constantly trying to text me. What do I do now? I mean, I'm the one that decided to work on this material. Ah, wait, maybe I can sand it down. I don't know. Maybe sanding it down could calm down the material, but I also doubt it. I have like so many pieces in waiting right now. No prospective buyers or anything because I do not know how to market myself. It's like basically, you know, if you're autistic, artist, you have to have like certain privileges and advantages at your disposal, and I do not have that. Like the only thing I could probably do is like maybe something to do with money, but even money is like not a money's still an object for me. Even though I have my own house and everything, I also support my family. Which I guess is something to be kind of proud of. Because, you know, I'm a millennial who's able to support my family, and that is not really common. Like for a lot of people, it's the other way around. Let me see if this one works. Yeah, it does. Kind of work. Yeah, I think this was that wet part that was yeah, this was that wet part from earlier that like got all over my finger. Now it's like almost it's getting to where it's like almost dry enough for me to draw on. I mean, I was able to do this, so but yeah, sometimes I wish like I had more privilege. Like honestly, like sometimes I just wish I could um be able to just be free, make maybe make art the whole day, or not. Like not having that worry, constant aching like worry of am I doing good work? Do I have to like keep up with some like performance objective at work? Cause yeah, disabled people are normal. We really are. I wish people like knew that. You know, we have like a lot of the same worries that the rest of you have. Like, you know, for some of us, like, can be support. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I'm lucky I have a backup mic. Oof. Sorry about that. Well, maybe I'm unlucky because I buy a lot. I'm like a compulsive buyer sometimes. I have that tendency. But at least for this streaming hobby, I have the materials that I need. Because when I make videos that I put on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, I have like a different mic that I use. Just like streaming and all that. I normally use that other mic that just died on me because we ran out of battery. I do have extra batteries as well. I just don't feel like changing it right now. Ah! There's always some like noise coming from that window. Like it's not helping me in terms of me being like me having a constant of being paranoid, or at least being a bit paranoid.
Is everybody in the groove?
Am I in the groove?
Stick around. Just warming up, baby.
Yeah, there's like some popping noise happening in this window behind me. I have no idea what the cause of it is. But like sometimes it happens at like, you know, this time of night. Basically any time of night that I'm here. Let me make sure this pen works well enough for me to draw. Yeah, looks like the only thing I could do was this. Okay. Does it look good yet as a composition? Let me judge. 'Cause it has to look good like this, basically. The answer is not yet because I completely forgot that. Okay, yeah. I probably need to glue this together first before even drawing. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I can draw on this thing. Oh, my nose. Yeah, funny thing is that like this morning I literally like sprinkled this tea bag on here. I think that may be why fruit flies came in. I personally don't like that fact. But yeah, fruit flies came in. It was a whole deal. They were trying to eat my artwork, and I felt so threatened that I earlier in the stream I literally yeah, please my artwork. I literally put that clear gesso on top of my artwork so that I would be protected from now on. I hope it works. I really do. Alright, but what I can do here is draw a bit. Let me confuse the Twitch algorithm and like switch like to a different stream. I mean a different category. Oh my gosh. There's so many categories here. I'm probably gonna like get docked for spamming or something. So I just switched to the makers category, and then I switched to the just chatting category on Twitch. Now let me wait a few minutes to decide like what I'm gonna do here. And then once I decide upon something, I'm gonna switch back to art on Twitch. And then like stay there for the rest of the stream. I may stay for a bit more than 10 minutes, even though I told myself I'm gonna get off at like 2. Something to me tells me that, I don't know, maybe I should try going for the full 3 hours. Not like it matters. I mean, it's 1:52 a.m. Odds are like people are not watching this stream. He's like the only person who's interacted with me is somebody who told me to watch a different streamer earlier on the stream. Oh, it's chatting. Alright, now I'm in the art category on Twitch. Let me draw on here. Let me hope that the pen works. That it does. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's kind of hard to draw on the box. This is it's a box. Box. Yeah, unfortunately, some of these mics, they make my sounds, my sounds sound different. My voice sounds different. Oh yeah, I think I have to bend over in terms of my back. Or that sounds really bad. It's a Saturday overnight. I shouldn't be talking about bending my back. Uh Maybe that was my mistake with like going on the being active on the dating app. On like a Saturday overnight. What if that's a bug? It might be a bug, and if so, it would be terrifying and I might even scream. So yeah, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Okay, so that means that in around a bit more than 15 minutes, that'll be 3 hours. Maybe I can give that that much time. Even if maybe not very many people are watching. Okay. What is going on here? we want to like do some kind of like continuity with the drawing. Oh, this is wet? That's weird. This is still wet. I actually don't remember when I painted this. This was like... Yeah, when I painted this, that was like a month ago, I think. I guess there's like some fresh gesso that I accidentally got on it. I think that's why I didn't do the acrylic painting. I mean, not acrylic. Yeah, I think that's why I avoided drawing on this at first, because I didn't want to have to deal with the challenges of drawing on top of something that was like clear gessoed, and I made a mistake. So I guess I have to own my mistake in that case. I have like the slippery hands in the world. Like the fact that at one point I wanted to be like a surgeon is really like scary to me now. I do not have the precision for handling a surgery. Although I think okay. I think one time I was able to cut out a frog's heart really perfectly, actually. So maybe I could have pursued like heart surgery if I actually wanted to do medicine, which I no. Like I'm partly good at doing this kind of stuff. And having like a steady hand. But I'm also partially just like absolutely terrible with it. And 8 more minutes before I end the stream. And yeah, the reason why I want to take a nap with my dog is because I don't know. I'm hopefully going to get some kind of sleep. You know, at least for an hour before staying up. Because I want to stay up. So then I can. I don't know. I just want to stay up. But at the same time, if I can't sleep, you know, it's just one of those things. Then I can't sleep. And I'm gonna try to sleep at 8 a.m. But most likely, that would happen around like 10 a.m. Because either way, I have like meetings at 2 to 3 p.m. on Monday for my, day job. And then I have to be up by like 8 or 9 on Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, so I have no clue how to approach my current insomnia. I just know that I have to try somehow. And yeah, like when I sleep, I'm probably gonna dream of like being one of those people who's like words which can have like enough power, or like accents can have enough power to where it can like make conceptual art. Is that something I guess I learned? Like, unless your message is just that powerful, I guess like the conception portion of your artwork, or your conceptual art piece probably won't get like that much conversation and traction. And for me, it's like, okay, well, first off, I want to try doing something more conceptual. Not because I don't like, making this kind of art. It's because I like having a new challenge, and at the same time, I also like expanding my horizons, and that was the same thing. Yeah, that was the same thing. I know, I just have these like illusions of grandeur and like self-importance sometimes. I think everyone has those though. You know, wanting to matter in the world a lot more than the world treats you. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing to have that kind of like escapism. The issue though is, of course, like the fact that it's not your current like material reality, unfortunately, and so you're always gonna be disappointed with what is your material reality at the end of the day. Okay, I used to draw like this. Maybe it's time to start again. This is how I used to draw as a kid. I only draw like this as an adult when it seems like the most appropriate. And you know, like when I don't feel like I have enough space for my whole hand, that's when I draw like this. Like you meet anyone I went to high school with, and for some reason they somehow remember me, they could probably say that yeah, I used to draw like this. Well, maybe not high school, actually middle school. Because by high school I stopped drawing like this. It's like like my teachers hated the fact that I used to write and draw like this. But like all the like my classmates, they didn't really mind. Actually, a lot of them were like, "Oh, my cousin like writes like that, and he can draw, or she can draw well, also." I'm guessing her cousin was also autistic. Yeah, maybe that's also partly why I make art, even if it's not like the kind of art that you can find on an auction, either like for auction or at a gallery exhibition, because it is like ultimately really healing for me to make the type of art that I do. Like people can assume whatever the hell they want, but at the end of the day, I know what I had to go through to create a certain piece, or what I had to go through with respect to like a certain type of experience or reality. Like even if something seems like it shouldn't be traumatic, and to you or to me it actually was. You know, I'm trying to learn that having like that type of experience doesn't mean that you're weak minded or whatever. It means that, maybe they're holding on to some type of trauma that isn't resolved because they won't allow themselves to resolve it, or I don't know. I'm literally just like talking to myself, probably. And if I'm not, it's probably too late to chat with me because, yeah, I reached the 3 hour mark, which means that I am going to get off the stream really soon. Yeah, I think this box looks decent to me now. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Yeah, I was supposed to capture my processes of like making art with this phone, but I didn't. I will at one point. Oh, there's a dust cloud coming to the country. Okay. Yeah, there is the happen dust coming. Oh, but it's not here yet. Oh boy. Yeah, my allergies are not liking any of this news. So alright. I think I'm done with the stream because I am hungry. I'm hungry. I need to eat. I need to brush my teeth before I nap. Well, I need to brush my teeth. I need to eat, then brush my teeth, then carry my dog upstairs, and then nap. And I guess if I do have the energy, I'll stream tomorrow. If not, then I'll stream on Sunday. Hopefully. I won't make any promises actually. Yeah. But yeah. Since I may be talking to myself with regards to Twitch, take care. I'm looking at you, Chris. Take care. Otherwise, if there have been viewers on like YouTube as well, take care.